Welcome to the State of Nebraska MoNEy video series. MoNEy provides information regarding a variety of financial topics presented by the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance and the Nebraska Department of Insurance. Today's topic is investment fraud. This video will provide information that will help you identify and avoid investment fraud. If you are contacted about an investment opportunity, there are several red flags that you need to be aware of when considering whether to make an investment. Were you promised a high return on a low or no risk investment? Remember that one of the cardinal rules of investing is that high return equals high risk. Ultimately, there is no such thing as a no risk or guaranteed investment. Investors should be very cautious of investments touting high returns with low or zero risk. Did you have enough time to make a decision? It is okay to take a few days to think before making a decision on an investment. If it is a legitimate investment, it will still be there if you decide to invest later. If you hear things like act fast, one-time opportunity, or buy now before it is too late, the person you are talking to likely has something to hide. Be wary of high-pressure sales tactics attempting to get you to invest on the spot. Did the person promoting the investment give you secret or inside information? Secret information cannot be verified, so there is no way to know whether the promoter is telling you the truth. Furthermore, if the investment is so good, why did the promoter contact you instead of keeping the investment for himself and his family and friends? Be skeptical of any information that you receive that cannot be verified. Did you hear about the investment from a friend? From a member of your church? At the PTA meeting? Fraudsters frequently work their way into organizations and befriend members to sell them fraudulent products. Remember, just because a friend has received a payout doesn't mean that the investment is legitimate. A Ponzi scheme pays early investors to induce others to invest, but it will ultimately collapse. You should obtain professional advice before investing, rather than relying upon tips from friends. Were you told it's complicated when you asked questions about the investment? Or were you given information that you didn't understand? Legitimate investment professionals should be able to clearly explain how the investment works. If you don't understand how your investment makes money, don't invest. Did the promoter tell you she was an expert? Be cautious. Credentials can be faked. You should research the background of any person who is trying to sell you securities. Anyone who sells securities or offers investment advice must register with the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance unless they have an exemption. If the promoter objects to your research, that is a red flag. Legitimate financial professionals will not object to you researching them. It pays to invest your time before your money. That starts with getting it in writing. Always obtain written financial information, such as a prospectus, annual report, financial statement, or offering memorandum. The written material should provide a complete description of the investment, its risks, and the people involved with the investment. If you don't understand the material, get help from an independent third party who is experienced in reading prospectuses and offering memorandum. Don't be afraid to ask questions about the investment and insist that they be answered to your satisfaction. Here are some examples of questions that you should ask before making any investment. Are you and your firm registered? If so, with whom? If you are not registered, why not? What are the risks of the investment? Is the investment registered and with whom? How do I sell the investment when I want to get my money out? Are you involved in the investment in any way? If the promoter can't or won't answer your questions, don't invest. Research and investigate before making any investment decision. Start by researching the person promoting the offering. The best way to research the background of any investment professional or investment firm is BrokerCheck at the address on the screen. BrokerCheck provides instant confirmation of registration status and information concerning employment history, discipline, customer complaints, and arbitrations. You can also obtain this information by calling the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance's Bureau of Securities at 402-471-3445. Additionally, the investment must be registered with the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance or qualify for an exemption from registration. You should call the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance to determine if the investment is properly registered. Another option for research is simply using Google or another search engine. These internet searches can reveal information that the promoter is trying to hide. Of course, not everything you read on the internet is true, so it is important to verify any information that you may find. The best way to protect yourself from investment fraud is to be a smart investor. First, save all records related to the investment, including notes of meetings and telephone conversations. Make a call to the Department of Banking and Finance or use BrokerCheck to verify the background of an investment professional. Always ask for written information before making an investment decision. Review the written information and make sure you understand how the investment works before investing. You should report problems to the advisor, the firm, and if not satisfied, to the Department of Banking and Finance. Finally, take the time to consider the investment. Don't be pressured into making a quick decision. Remember, a legitimate investment will be available tomorrow. By being a smart investor, you can protect yourself from investment fraud. Thank you for joining the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance to learn more about how to spot and avoid investment fraud. The MoNEy series is provided for informational purposes only. If you have a question about a banking or investment matter, please contact the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance at www.ndbf.nebraska.gov. If you have a question about an insurance matter, please contact the Nebraska Department of Insurance at www.doi.nebraska.gov.